Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video, and today we're checking out a lavalier microphone from Maono. Before we get started though, thank you to Maono for sending this product in free of charge. And full disclaimer, all opinions in this video are my own and nobody's going to be reviewing this video before I post it. If you're interested in taking a look at this product, I'll link it down below in the description box. And with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Now the front of the box here does have the microphone. You can see here that's the 3.5mm jack there. And this is like the little capsule. And then you have the microphone there. We'll take a look at everything in closer detail in just a second, but there it is here. More information about it. Multi-purpose lavalier microphone. This is model number AU-102. And it's perfect for video shooting, presentations. They do presentations twice for some reason. Podcasts. And then on the other side, you can use it with your smartphone, camcorder, your computer, and a DSLR, which is going to be really interesting since I like shooting really good audio with my DSLR, and it does have a 3.5mm jack, so we'll see how that works. And then on the back side here is just a short description of the product. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. You can pause and read if you like. And down below some specifications about the product in case you're really curious about this or really want to know. And it does require alkaline batteries, the LR44 type, and it should come with some. I did previously open this, but just to make sure everything was in there, but let's go ahead and open it up here. And opening it up, we do have the microphone here, which does have a 1/4-inch adapter. That's very nice to see. They include this in case you find yourself in a situation where you need this, but there we have the little capsule. We'll take a closer look at that in just a second. The microphone, we do have a dead cat here, or a little foam so you can put over the microphone. The close clip. And then again, like I said, they do have a 1/4-inch plug there and the standard 3.5mm jack. There you can see the cable on the other side there. It's a pretty long cable. It does come with batteries. I don't know if these are spare batteries or they're batteries inside the product there, but these are the alkaline batteries, LR44H. It's very nice that they include batteries or extra batteries if these are. If you need help card or if you're happy, leave a positive review. Then you do get a Maono user manual. I'm going to go ahead and read this. Actually, I've already read it. I did mention it before. I did open this up just to get the manual and take a look at the product. They do include a very nice little pouch here with the Maono logo there. I didn't even know they included an extra little foam there, or a little foam cover there with the little clip for your clothes. And here we have the microphone finally out of the little carrying case that it's in. And down here we do have the 3.5mm headphone jack. And it is a tip ring sleeve type adapter there. And there we have the 1/4-inch in case you find yourself in a situation where you need this. I reviewed a microphone earlier this last year and it did not come with this. So it's very nice that they include it. And I'll leave it on there for now so it doesn't get lost. And then this here leads to a very long cable. I'll leave the size down below right about here, the total length of cabling. And here we have the little capsule with the Maono logo. And taking a look at the front there, we do have our dual attenuation switch. So what that means is you could select either between 0 and -10 decibels. So you would use -10 in case you're in an environment with a lot of noise or crowds in the background or something like that. You may want to select it at a lower volume. Or 0 if you're in an environment where there's not a lot of noise. And then down below we do have our smartphone camera selector switch and of course our power on or off. Now one thing you should note is you should use the correct designation for whatever camera you're using. If you're using a DSLR, select camera, because if you select camera and plug this into a smartphone, it's not going to record any audio. Now the cool thing about this microphone is that if you do set it to camera, you could use the headphone jack that's down here and it'll pass through audio from the microphone to your headphones, so you can use it as a monitor, which I think is really cool. Sadly, that feature doesn't exist with the smartphone, but it's nice to have if you use this with a camera. And then moving down below, we do have more cabling, which is very nice. And actually, no, the more cabling is right here. More cabling. This is a very long bunch of cable there. And that leads to the microphone. And that's what the microphone looks like. Let me see if I can get any closer here. That's the microphone. Now, one thing I should note is that there are no holes on the side to let sound or air in from the side. So I think you have to make sure when you do use this microphone to have it facing towards the vocals. So if you have this on your shirt, make sure it's pointing upwards. Usually they'll have holes on the side and you can have it sideways like that, but I'm sure it won't really affect the quality. Here I have the little clothes clip, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how to install that, because most other ones, it comes pre-installed, but not with this one. So what you have to do is just hold it in a way where you can hold on to this little grip here, this little tip there. Go ahead and squeeze it as much as you can, and then fit it right through the microphone. You might have to squeeze really hard to get it in there. Once you get it in there, just go ahead and continue squeezing until you get to the bottom. Right around there, there's like a little lip there, a little recess, and then that's that. And I have the little foam here, so we can go ahead and just stick this on. Now this here is a little tricky, so make sure you're doing it in an environment where it won't fall and get lost. And if you're going to go out on a shoot for the first time, make sure you have this set up and ready to go. That way you don't lose it, but it does come with the spare. And there you have it, in a lavalier microphone with the little foam wind screen with the clothes clip. So I'm going to go ahead and give you some audio samples from this microphone here, and then we'll cut back to my final thoughts. So about 3 or 4 years ago, my family and I decided to take a camping trip out to the middle of the desert. And one night while we were sitting by the fire and enjoying some coffee, one of my cousins was startled by the rustling of some leaves and branches in a bush behind him. And when he turned around to see what it was, much to his surprise, a skunk was staring right back at him. It was at that moment that he yelled, "Skunk!" And to this day, we don't know how, but we all got to the other side of the fire pit, and we all swear by it, but at least one of us jumped over the fire that night. And then 2 years ago, my family and I took another camping trip to that same campsite, and that night the camp host came up to us and told us if we were interested in taking a look at the space station, which was supposed to fly over our general area that night. And as we were waiting for the space station to fly over, it was actually a tiny little shiny speck traveling at a constant speed. We were looking up and staring at the stars when we started seeing this speck. It was almost like a star that kept drifting up and down, left and right, and it was going pretty erratically, much more than a typical airplane, and this is the first time we all recount seeing a UFO that night, at least by its definition, an unidentified flying object. So after using this microphone for the last couple of weeks, I do have to say it's a very fantastic little microphone. And if you're looking for an inexpensive piece of audio equipment for recording videos or recording audio on the spot, I do suggest picking this microphone up, just because it sounds great and it offers a lot of conveniences that not many microphones in this price range offer. I do love the way it sounds, and I do love that it does have this little capsule here, which allows you to select between either 0 or -10 decibels, and you can select either smartphone or camera. And because you can select camera, it does have audio pass-through. Not many microphones in this price range offer this level of flexibility. Now, the one thing you should note is the batteries. You are always going to have to carry an extra set of batteries, so that's one thing I got to knock it for. And another thing that I really love is that it does include a headphone jack, so I can always plug in some headphones and monitor audio if I do have this plugged into a DSLR camera or any other professional video camera, so that's very nice. You get all these features for a very low price, or at least relative to the overall kit, and I do love the conveniences. Now, if you're looking to improve your audio without spending too much money, I do suggest you take a look at this microphone, just because it's a very nice, high-quality microphone, and I'm going to go ahead and recommend it to you, and recommend it to anybody who's looking to get some lavalier microphones without breaking the bank. And if you're interested in taking a look at this product, again, I'll leave a link down in the description below where you can check this out. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the product, leave them down in the comments section below, or just shoot me an email. And again, thank you to Maono for sending this in for review. So with that said, thank you all for watching. See you all in the next video.